Whipping through Gotham, hating motherfuckers, I wanna off. I'm hella endorphins, got me living like to the coffin. I'm coughing, wondering if I'm going insane. Nobody know my pain, but I be killing.
What's going on, guys? Over here. And we're going to be starting a new series. I don't know if this will be permanent or not, but throughout the whole video, there's going to be a little thing in the top right corner of the screen. It's going to be a little eye. You got to click on that. It's going to be a little poll. It's going to say if you want to keep the series, like if you want to keep Stanley Parable, if you want to get rid of Stanley Parable. If you guys don't want it, I'll change it to a different game. If you guys want to keep it, well, then I'll keep it. Other than that, let's get right into the video. The end is never the end. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Amazing.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Dude, this is such an easy job. It might get boring,
considered it soul-rending. Stanley
but all jobs are boring,
every moment that the orders
also
came
YouTuber,
as though he had been made exactly.
I'll wait on both of those, but I don't make money off them yet, so rip me.
Was happy.
Oh, Stanley was very happy, apparently.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh no.
Something
Stanley.
He would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I know exactly what we're gonna do first.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Already do it. Might have. Okay, no, I already got it. Shit, where am I going? Oh, yeah, meeting room. Oh, no, it ain't the computers, dang it. Wait, are they on the first try? They might not be. What's this? I hate Mondays. Really? Everybody does. Oh, wait, we gotta find the janitor's closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ooh, dang. We gonna listen to him? I think we should listen to him for like the first go around. Oh. Okay, nobody cares. We'll listen to him on the first go around and then like maybe we'll change up the story next game.
Yet there was not a single person here
not getting fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The broom closet, that's what it is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, no, the inputs aren't there yet. I'm not doing the
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Dang, I don't remember the code.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
I just happened to.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, I want to find the baby game. I don't remember how to do it. This is so funny.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I don't remember what video it was, but somebody made a video where, like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to play like a baby game for like 4 hours.
Through the large door that read "Mind Control Facility."
It was like, I don't know, escape. No, you know that kills you. Escape from life, bruh. Oh, I remember this. Wait, we gotta find mine. It's.
The lights rose on an
this is the one with all
enormous
the
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
No idea.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
There it is, right there.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Wait, it's just above the subtitles. Look at the subtitles, it's like right above it.
Where freedom meant nothing.
Images on, it's like right above images on, okay, no, it's gone now. Shit. Okay, well, I guess I can't tell you guys. Rip. Hopefully you guys saw it. Oh, I think I lost it. Oh, wait, look for the numbers. Look at right there. Right there in the middle of the screen. Employee 427. Look at that. Bang. Okay, let's go. This one. Oh. Exit.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
that guy got
control.
fired. Look at the bottom.
Never. It
That's
was
fired.
unthinkable.
Under 600.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yep. So many fun things you can do in this game.
But here was
the girlfriend.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh,
happy or sad or content.
I know if you click
walking,
on, you have to go around
working,
clicking all these random buttons.
All of it
like
monitored and commanded from this very place.
These ones,
and
like
as the
1,
cold
2.
reality
You
of
click the
his
random
past
buttons in a random
began
order.
to sink in,
If
Stanley
you click
decided
on,
that this machinery
you can turn it
would
off,
never
like the
again
buttons.
exert its terrible power over another
There's the
human
5.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for
I'm
all.
gonna kill everybody. System power. Off. Boom. No mind control today, boy. See, that's why I don't play the game regularly.
Blackness and a rising
1 is
chill
boring,
of
and 2 it takes
uncertainty.
like 5 minutes.
Was it over?
Yes, it was.
Yes. He had won.
It's really dark.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Man, this takes really long.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Was I
But
actually getting
as
paid?
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not
Trees,
been to
power
understand,
lines, houses.
but to let go.
Yay!
No
Time my
longer
house.
would anyone tell him where to go, what
Yeah.
to do,
Fuck
or
you.
how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
So close.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Parking lots.
Stanley felt the
I can't
cool
turn around and
breeze
look at the
upon his
thing,
skin, the feeling of liberation, the
I'm not
immense
even
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Am I supposed to control it now?
And Stanley was happy.
Perfect. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna play a game. I'm gonna play again. Now you know what? I'm fucking no. Now I'm not gonna listen to him. 3 o'clock. 2 hours so I have to go to hockey practice. So I have to edit the video and render the video. I have to upload the video. I mean, I can do that while I'm at hockey, but drink some more water.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No idea.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Oh, the computers.
Perhaps
Wait,
he had
the
simply
computers.
missed a memo.
I'm gonna find them.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I
co-workers.
mean, we turn them off, but where are the input ones? Oh, there's one. Number 1. Okay. Oh, dang. That one's really hard to do because I can. What does that one say? I can't read it. So do the blue. I want to do the. Oh. Which one do I
When
go for the
Stanley came to a
computers?
set
No.
of 2 open doors, he entered the
There's one in the
door on his
boss's
left.
room. Fuck, I'm just gonna go left. Let's do the broom closet. Yes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the broom closet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Yes.
Stanley decided to go
The
up
broom
with-
closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. Stand in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yep.
No reason to still be here.
Yeah, there is. To make you mad.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified
the mop
in
buckets.
some way.
Oh, dude.
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
For the
Why?
broom closet ending.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
He figures it out. Watch. Wait, is it the next quote? I think it might be the next quote.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no
Dude, there's a broom
significance
closet
to the
and
story
he realizes that I'm trying to get it,
whatsoever.
but I don't
I never
remember
would have
when.
thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
There
Broom
it is.
closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
XDDD. Rar XDDD.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No, he's
Well,
trying
I've
to
come
piss
to
me
a
off.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm moving.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yeah, let's jump in the mob bucket.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Oh,
He
that
or
was-
she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
That would've worked if
It's
I
indicative
wasn't
of the
listening through
long-term
headphones.
sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. I'm not stepping out into the hallway. This game is so fun. It's hilarious too. And again, the eye is in the top right, so vote if you want to keep the series or not. Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. XDDD. That was so funny. In the purple text. I think it's like purple. I don't know, purple or pink. Nobody cares. I feel like I can hear something going through my headphone. Hold on a second. No.
Ah, second player. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, we're on downstairs. You closed the door. Now I can't go back to the broom closet. Oh, is it this thing? This game kind of scares the shit out of me. Fuck on, dude. I'm gonna piss my pants.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Oh my god,
he considered the possibility
dude, this
of
is
facing
actually
his boss,
really
admitting he had left his post.
You guys will see, it scares the shit out of you.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
See, look.
All because he believed
you're back at the start.
Everyone had vanished. His boss would
it's
think he was
so
crazy.
Weird.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I
but like
am
after
crazy.
it's like shaky and then the commentator starts like screaming
mysteriously out of existence in a single
and then like the screen just goes like black. It's so weird. It's like hyper distorted. Oh, it's so freaking
And as
weird.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Beef, wow.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
Oh, is this where he kills himself?
Dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't.
Oh
actually
no, this is the one where he
blind.
kills
He
himself.
wasn't
This is
going to lose
actually
his
really
job.
freaking
He
weird.
wasn't crazy after all.
He kills himself,
He thought to
screen
himself,
goes black
"I
all
suppose
of a
I'll wake
sudden.
up soon.
Hyper
Have to go
distorted,
back to my
yelling
boring real-life
commentator,
job
dude,
pushing
scares the shit out of
buttons.
me.
I may as well enjoy
Probably gonna
this
jump
while
out
I'm
of my
still
seat.
lucid.
Oh my god.
So-
Okay, wait. So last night I was playing COD, and it kept felt like it was like legit. It was like 2 a.m. and it felt like somebody was like tapping my like just one tap like that, or so they just like tap me on the shoulder with like a finger, with like their finger. That's what it felt like. Happened twice at 2 a.m. The first time I was like, okay, it's probably just like me hitting my chair or something with my elbow. I'm guessing it wasn't, because I don't know, or with my shoulder. Then it happened a second. I was like, fuck this. So if that happens during this, I'm legit just gonna like jump
He
out of my
imagined
seat.
himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yo, how am I gonna get through the
Then
door?
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Oh, here it goes,
he
dude.
thought.
Sounds like a
I
hyper
always thought it
distorted.
all very odd.
Seems they're,
I
like,
wondered if this voice
getting
spoke to
really
all people
loud.
in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
Oh.
Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
something?
himself? Stanley is as
piano or
awake
something.
right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the
Oh, here we go.
magical
He's getting
stars
louder.
just a
He's getting
moment
louder.
ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Kill
He
himself.
would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the
Oh
cool weight
wait,
of
no,
the
is this a
blanket on his
different
skin,
ending? I think it might be.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world
Maybe I'm not gonna get my.
outside this
I'm
one.
not gonna jump out of my seat.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Oh wait, okay.
I'm through with this dream.
Okay, there's two possible things. He wakes up in the wooden house, or I'm gonna shit my pants. It's one of the
I
two.
wish it to be over.
Oh god.
Let me go back to
You
my
all want
job.
to shit my pants.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Please don't
It's
show
all
the
I
room again.
want. I want my apartment, and my
This
wife,
fucker doesn't have a
and my
wife.
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always
Oh
been.
god, please don't open him to the same room.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I'm not even joking. If it shows the thing, I'm gonna shit my pants.
I
But that would have
am
anything even happening.
Okay.
Nope. Fuck this. I'm taking my headphones off. No, this is gonna scare the shit out of me.
Stanley began.
Yep, here it is.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must
Oh,
be
here
real.
it
I
is.
must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my god.
This is the story of a woman named
What?
Mariella.
Bruh. Dude, that's
Mariella
actually
woke
scary.
up on a day like any other.
But I'm
She
like a
rose,
pussy.
got dressed, gathered her
Scared the shit out of
belongings,
me.
and walked to her place of work.
Yo, Stanley's
But on
dead.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
If anybody's
She had
played
no time for this,
like
so
a,
it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned around.
I guess you could call it like a story game or something. But when something happens all of a sudden, like even if it's not supposed to be considered scary, it scares the shit out of you. Yeah, that's happened to me before. Okay, what time is it? It's 11:21. Okay, we need to find something new to do. I think we're gonna do the.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
I
meeting room.
don't know where the
Perhaps he had
monitors are.
simply
Okay,
missed a
we're gonna
memo.
go right this time. Sure, no, we're gonna try to complete the broom closet ending. No, let's just go right. Let's go right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off of the cargo lift. Well,
Look, Stanley, I think
maybe I
perhaps
might
we've
lose
gotten off on the
$5,000.
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
you wonder why it's called the Stanley
There's
variable there,
someone
bud.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh!
Please.
We have to do this one.
Stop
No,
trying
I was
to
gonna
make
jump
every
off, but we
decision
have to
by
do this one.
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
This is one of the
This
funniest
is
things.
it, Stanley.
It's another one of
Your
those things where it's like
chance to
not
redeem
supposed to be
yourself,
scary, but it scares the
to
shit out
put
of me.
your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Oh no, we
She's
need to unplug
been
it.
waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be
Nope.
the one to do this. Oh, no, no,
Yeah, I unplugged it.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yep.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
Yep.
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here.
Actually, hold on a sec, boys. That's Wi-Fi. This is Okay, I was just changing the audio to like not my headphones. No, game, don't crash! I swear to God. Oh, thank God. Okay. What? Oh, I remember this.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Steven.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular
The dude's smart.
are to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are material, and the feeling should subside.
Rip.
This time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Oh god. It's the forklifts. Danger, danger everywhere. Well, this is when the thing like screws up so much. Like, what? Aww. Yeah, I would. Packages. Where are we going? Oh, the door opened. Okay, where are we going? Oh, we're going. Oh, okay. Isn't there more doors or something? Sideswipe.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh yeah, we actually go back and like everything's screwed up. Here, I wrecked your game. Wait, we gotta find it. Oh! Here it is! Yo, shit. Bruh. Oh, this is the room with all, like, the... This is the room already. It's like that. Rest in pieces. Me. Hey. What is? Shut up, phone. I am. Actually, no, I'm teenager. I'm 13. Yo, I'm victorious right now.
Perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
He didn't even finish.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I need to go right again. Oh no, he's not gonna let me go right.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh, he's just restarting it. Okay, we need more choices. Where are the other doors? I'm gonna keep going right. Oh no, I think he closes the door this time. He's gonna close the right door, isn't he? Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Come on, where are the more doors? And then it's like a leaderboard or something.
Responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Nah, I'm not really. I don't have any water left. Damn it. Fuck you. The right door.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh. Bruh. Yo, what? Oh. What did I do? No way. Wait. Did I actually crash the game? Wait. Okay, guys, stay here for a second. I'm gonna see if I can actually. Bro, what? Yo, that. Bruh. Okay, so we kind of broke the game. So, well, guess that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's go for, we'll go for 7 likes. 7 likes, I think that's good. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, also, before the video ends, remember, the eye has been in the top right corner for the whole video. So if you didn't click it now, and you have to vote. You want to keep the Stanley Parable series going? You want to pick another game? With that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.